Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how you can still use your Trunda after the patch, the nerf, however you wanna call it, since Hydra got changed. We all know we can still use our Trunda, and I'm gonna show you today how you can do it and all that. But before we gonna kind of jump in, you are might thrown off about my stats, and you think, oh hell no, I cannot get those stats on the end. So I'm gonna show you for a second that you can still do it. It looks a little bit different for you, but the strategy behind it is exactly the same, just the preparation is a little bit different. So what am I talking about? First of all, my team is made for the hard mode. I can tell that. I have the easiest time in my life in hard mode, and that's what you should tackle, hard or normal, with this team when you don't have the best stats in the world. But I'm gonna go now in Nightmare, because it kind of shows you how it's gonna look for you if you don't have the stats what I have on hard mode later, and I personally just one-shot heads, for example, and you might don't. So I'm gonna quickly go on a stage where I also do not just one-shot them, and you can see for yourself that is how you're gonna have it when your stats are just not as great as mine, for example, or maybe your stats is better than mine and you can tackle just Nightmare or something. I can actually go in here, and in my team right now, they're not gonna just get one shot and everything. So don't get thrown off about the team on the end, what I'm showing to you. There are many solutions. The strategy behind the boss changed. So having 2 Yumeko these days, for example, is not even the greatest anymore. And I think it's achievable by more persons because the strategy got changed. So what am I gonna do right now is just quickly show you the strategy behind it. The strategy is always the same. Like Trunda, you want her in Nature's Wrath, you're gonna use her A3, and you hope to get 6 HP burns out there to activate her passive, and also to activate the Nature's Wrath. And for example, I'm not talking too much now about strategy, I'm just showing you quickly like how am I gonna handle it when I don't kill the heads immediately. What's my game plan? I'm basically slowly killing one head. You see that in a second. Maybe we A1 that head, maybe not. But overall the game plan is just to get one head killed minimum. Like one, I don't know, maybe we should just go for the mischief. I hope I don't get weak attacks right now. That at the moment is a really awkward situation for Trunda because we have 3 heads that have red affinity, and that is not good. And in a little bit I will talk about the strategy, how I'm gonna use it on my hard mode and all that, don't you worry. But I'm just gonna show you how it looks for you probably. My hard mode will look a little bit different, but not, don't you think you cannot do it. I guarantee you, you can do it. I see other people having like a, didn't quite work, having like a 6k Trunda, attack Trunda, and they still were able to do it. So don't you worry. So the thing what we're gonna do right now is just basically slowly killing that head, hopefully a little bit faster. It was actually weak attacks. Was it completely weak attack? I couldn't quite see, well, maybe not. But he will die now. So we're gonna, hopefully, yes. Alright, so for you it maybe takes a little bit longer that you have one head dead on hard mode or normal mode maybe. But you will get there, and then you kind of prepare for the big hit. That's the whole game plan behind it. That you basically let the... Wait, we get to that in a second. We will get to that in a second. It's kind of clear when you have it in front of your eyes. So, we're killing one head. Doesn't matter how long we take or something. Do we increase our thingies? Yes, that's specifically for my team. But now let's go back on Trunda, hopefully. Yes, nice, right there. No weak attack, nice. Weak attacks are still a thing. So yeah, it's a little bit unlucky sometimes, whatever. I couldn't kill that head right now. He's supposed to respawn, but basically you kill a head and then you make the others respawn. After that you're gonna reset your Trunda. You have a lot of time now. You basically want them to take turns, and that is the game plan. That's why all the teams, like, it's an example, like, it just takes longer till you get there, but I will go now on hard mode, where I feel the best. To be honest, I feel the best in hard mode. Everything goes a little bit different and all that. So, what we're gonna do now is basically talk a little bit about the team. You see my team right now. Maybe you are able to do it, maybe not. Can't really tell. But there are many more setups. Most of them have kind of reset champions like Nia right now. That is what's gonna happen for me. But also you could go like this. Kind of. You gotta be a little bit creative. You need some sources of decreased defense and weaken. And also block buffs. I highly recommend block buffs. And of course increase attack and stuff. But I wanted to go like this. Like putting one emic in here. And putting a Painkeeper in here, right? Like this. You could do it like that. If you don't have the second emic, you could just do 2 Painkeepers. Wait, I should have another one right there. So you basically kill one head. You let the others respawn. And they have that stupid buff on them that they cannot get any damage. But the game plan is just to make them take a turn. So you have all the time in the world for resets and maybe just naturally getting back to your skills when you actually have to use them. Trunda right now is on manual all the time. She will not use her attack basically the good way. So what we're gonna do now is I have one Nia in there. That my game plan is to have a slow Trunda. Not super slow. She's around 200 speed. And the others are basically 1/3 faster than her. So she takes 2 turns, the others take 3 turns. In just in the system of our own champions basically. And that makes us to reset everything and get everything in line perfectly. So what we're gonna do is just on the beginning, I hope I'm gonna immediately kill one head. Sometimes it's about Helm Smasher and all that. But that's what I want for my team. Gonna do it right here. And on the end, it's kind of whatever you set up. It's just go in the same cycle that I do right now and you should be fine. There are many ways. Like a couple of my buddies, they use the Finer, the Painkeeper. My good buddy Yannick, he just used a Nia plus Mikage and all that. There are many ways right now for lower stages that you can actually do it. You just need to understand the game plan behind it. Alright, I killed 2 heads. That is really nice. That's where my Trunda comes in place, where she's really good. But like I said before, your Trunda is maybe not be able to do it like right now. That's why I showed you the beginning to set it up for yourself. It just takes a little longer. Let's be honest, it takes a little bit longer. About freeing up your champion. You have Trunda. She can do a 8-3 right before she gets eaten. Puts out HP burns, and that will help you a ton to naturally free her up. You gotta keep, you gotta pay attention to it, like when does it happen and all that. And also the other champions, when they do like 8-3s and 8-2s and all that, they do some damage. It is not like they cannot free up one time your champion. So I got 2 hits right now, down, and that was the 8-3. I got 2 HP burns, so I keep in mind, I need to do it, place it 4 times more. And then I'm on my maximum damage output. Also, I do have cruelty on my champions, and I will attack A1s, for example, like Lydia, yeah, did right before or right now. Gerbtag, I'm gonna always lower the defense of that head. What I'm trying to attack with my Trunda. So on the end, team building around it is kind of okay if you just need to know I need reset, I need decrease defense and weaken, I need block buffs, increase attack, and maybe perfect veil, but it's not the most important. Provoke is not super needed for you guys because we are playing the gameplay where we're trying to get one head minimum all the time. That what we can use to attack to kill the others. And even if they get provoked, like if they get cleansed and also they put out poison cloud, you still kill. You will see that in a second. Like, wait, did I use her A2 already? I probably didn't. Alright, we just go in there again. Like all the A1s go on the head what I'm supposed to attack because of cruelty, but you can also spread it when you already reach the limit. That is no problem, but it helps. It really helps. So I'm gonna attack that dude right there. I killed him and I make the others respawn while that one head is dead. And now we're playing the game of waiting until they take a turn. And I have to say something about the right head right there. He's a bitch. It takes so long. You did not. That's why we will ignore him on the strategy, because he's so slow. You cannot outweight him. But everybody else should go a turn before your Trunda takes 2 turns. So they basically lose the thing. You're gonna reset your Trunda with whatever means you have, for real. If you use 2 Painkeepers, if you use whatever you want to do, just the Painkeepers need to be faster than the Trunda, so they kind of naturally just increase that thing. So I'm gonna provoke because I have provoke. I love my team for that. I just have 1 extra thing, keeps me a little bit under control, but it is not needed. Like, provoke is really not the most important thing in here. We still have that 1 head that is down, and we just attack him and the others should die. Of course, sometimes we have about weak attacks. That is not so good. So now, because my Nia is way faster than my Trunda, she basically came in on the right turn just to decrease the cooldown. Now we're gonna put decreased defense and weaken out there. 1 got resisted, not so great. I wish I had the 8-3 right now, but now, what am I supposed to do? I have Perfect Veil on her, so I can attack the blue one. I just do a little bit poking on damage right now, but it's not necessary. Sometimes you hit actually a hit that does 0 damage for you. But I will attack the blue head just because I have everything set up. Perfect Veil, I will not get True Fear or anything. And I will put that on him. He is also my mischief target. I will talk about like my teams specifically on the end, but just to give you an idea how you set everything up right here. You don't need to have the Gerbtug, for example. It's not super needed. You still get on normal or hard really nice damage out of it. And that is fine. So, again, I'm gonna attack the left head because I want the... Okay, decreases already defense. Okay, he took a turn right before. Not the greatest in the world, but I know I need to put up the HP burns. That is actually not the best, like the worst situation right now. So I'm gonna just do the increasing of my buffs. Just who am I? He has Perfect Veil, so I'm gonna decrease the defense a little bit on the blue head. Because that will be my next target. I'm gonna use A1 right here. Gonna use put on the left head. And I'm gonna do not the A2. I don't recommend too much of the A2 when all heads are living. But to be honest, you can use it. If you know that your Nia will have to reset back anyway and all that, and you're in a kind of a bad situation, like right here, everything is still alive, then you can also use the A2 to kill something, no problem. But you just keep in mind you want to come back to that a little bit later. And now I have 6 HP burns. I know that I don't need to use that skill anymore. That is good to know. Like, I will decrease the defense now a little bit right there. I should have probably provoked, but that is okay, just to show you also that is not like super necessary. Do we need to reset? No, we don't. We're gonna put some decreased defensive here. Okay, still doing something. And now, because Lydia is way faster than my Trunda, she will take an extra turn, like 1 more. That means she will have her decreased defense already. And I will tell you right now, if you use a Painkeeper and a Emic or 2 Painkeepers or something, the speeds are not as high because you can reset the whole team instead of just 1. And you can go way slower than mine are right now. And maybe that's the better way, to be honest. Just having more control, like not having 300 speed, for example, is for some people way easier. So probably that's a good thing. So we killed that 1 head, basically. He is bringing another head back. Sometimes that will happen to you, basically. What's supposed to happen like that, where the red head right now is, I double killed that head, made him respawn. But since 4 heads at the same time have been dead, there is a rule that when 1 head is about all 4, like again, all 4 heads are dead, then you kill or make 1 respawn, then he will take another with him. That is a special rule that comes in place when all 4 heads are dead at the same time, and they technically have been. So that's why sometimes you see like 2 heads or something coming back instead of 1. Gonna put something in here, put something up there again. Wait, I maybe messed up a little bit because Gertog and Nia are not really the greatest combination. You see it live right here. I will cleanse off the poisons. That's not good. So basically you want to first reset your Trunda and then use your thing on your Gertog to have the most damage if you have a Gertog. Just a little tip that is kind of important on my team. So who does have the right affinity? Nobody has. So I'm gonna attack the left head to decrease the defense. And basically just going back, and that's what we do all day, back and forth. So we're gonna attack. I don't want to make a head gonna come, like respawn a head. So I'm gonna just poke a little bit on the red head. Get some more extra damage, why not? It is welcome. And now we're just waiting it out a little bit. We also have to wait until that Poison Cloud head gets a turn. That's why Trunda is not too fast, but also not too slow. Hopefully he takes a turn. God damn it, please take a turn. Please! Yeah, he took a turn. Woo! So now we need Trunda. Basically Lydia coming in first. That is especially on my team, but it's not like super important on others that you have crazy fast champions, is what I mean. So I'm gonna attack the left one. Oh, yes, no weak attack. That's what we needed. And now the others respawn, they are dead. We're letting those heads take a turn. And we should be fine. Wait, I'm gonna... Yeah, he takes a turn. I'm gonna provoke quickly. I said that you don't need provoke, that is true. It's not the most important thing, but it helps. Let's be honest, it is not so easy to have everything covered in this team. If you skip that provoke, it's way easier. But if you can bring the provoke, just please do it. Like, for real, it helps you. And yes, I don't need to use that A3 anymore. That it's sometimes a little bit awkward. Like, if I had to use it right now, I maybe make them respawn. That's what I don't want. But it's nice that I don't have to use it anymore. I also gonna slap his butt a little bit. Sometimes if you know what your damage on your Trunda is, you can A1 downed heads also. That is no problem. But I just, yeah, I killed sometimes a head like this, and I don't want to risk it right now for the video. But sometimes I do a little bit more damage on downed heads. So we got True Fear on her. That is not so great. Also on her. It's just hopefully, which one was it? Right there. Yeah. Decrease the defense. Nice, nice. And basically that's what I'm gonna do the whole time. It's about 10 million, a little bit more than 10 million damage per turn right now. That is nice. Could be higher. I want it to be higher, you know. But it's a really nice number. On the end, I do insanely good damage for what the Rebalance should have done, to be honest, guys. Like, okay, that had respawned. That was kind of, he was a little bit... Alright, we have to take it how it is. We're just gonna attack that one and hope no weak attack. Nice. So they die. He's still living. I'm gonna kill him. Wait. Alright. So, kill you. Alright. So he's gonna we have to wait until he takes a turn still. It's a little bit awkward situation because that one is also slow. But you can see already how it goes. Even if all 4 heads come back at the same time, it's not so hard. And also, maybe I go forward until I have to free up the Trunda. When is the thing actually about to happen? Oh, maybe it's a little bit too long. You see, when you kill those heads over and over, it takes quite a long time until she gets eaten. And like I said, you just use the A3 right before she gets eaten. So burns are out there and it helps you. And all those A1s, they actually do some damage. It's not like totally useless, let's say. On that downed head. Like, downed heads are not so great, but the damage is decent. Like, it's not nothing. So just let me go one more. Hopefully we will pass that turn right here. And at some point maybe we have to find a really good speed tune. What I don't think is gonna happen because you get eaten. So it falls apart anyway. And they do have the thingy, so this time I'm just gonna attack. Hopefully I don't kill it again. See, that's what I mean. Like, it's not so safe to use it sometimes, but yeah. Let's go. Please, you two take a turn. It's probably not gonna happen. Did I reset her already? Yes, I saw her skills already. That is nice. Gonna maybe not attack the right head, the left head anymore. He took a turn. That is nice. So basically now, since that other head is super slow and we kind of ignore him and we can down one more head while the others respawn, we don't take the risk and we're gonna wait too long. We're gonna just smack now if Trunda's turn is coming. Okay, that head came back already. It seems like my Trunda is a little bit too slow. Can be. Sometimes it's kind of random. But we're gonna take now the right head. Kill that head. So we have always the game. Like I said, the game is just to have at least one head down. Wait till the others take a turn. Do the big smack. And you do fantastic damage. You will do about 2 billion in my team right now. I'm gonna just quickly wait. I'm gonna show you what I did on another run, because that run is kind of a little bit... It takes a long time till I do it right now live with you guys. So I'm just gonna show you the end results. And it was almost 2 billion for me on hard mode. So 4 billion on clash points. That is really nice. And that's what you can do. Probably maybe not so much as I, because we're gonna talk about all those stats what I have right now. And maybe your stats are just not as good as mine. That's okay, but then you can still do 1 billion, 1.2 billion or something like that. Even with lower ones. I do a nightmare. I think it was 1.2 billion or something. But it's harder. Of course, sometimes a little bit RNG. So I kept, this basically was the same clash points for me. So I went on the lower stage to just get the clash points and go on with my life. So let's just talk about quickly the stats and all that. Trunda. So it is really good. Like, I have the best gear on my account on here. And like I said, don't be... Don't think you cannot do it. I saw other people with like 300-ish crit damage, 6,000 attack, still doing fine in hard mode, in normal mode. This just was not as clean. But overall, you do way more damage than all your other teams, even if you have a lower one. That is no problem. I have her in Merciless and Cruelty. That is also not easy to get. I know that one, but I seen it already in Lethal also. And yeah. Nature's Wrath, really important. It is necessary that you change your blessing right now. It is, for real, it is. So, masteries right like here, Helm Smasher and all the goodies. So, and take a look at the next one. Let's take Duchess. It's just my team, but like I said, hey, there are many ways right now. It is not like the even perfect Veil. It could get skipped if you just maybe RNG it a little bit more. Or maybe just bring one cleanser that cleanses before she does the thing. Something like that. There would be many setups. We have a lot of time in between where we actually don't use our skills. So there are options. Alright, let's go in here. Let's put it on Hydra. She is at the moment really fast for me. So she takes way more turns than Trunda. And Trunda will always have the increased attack. That is the goal behind it. And that's why she is so much faster than her. And also, like, the rest doesn't matter too much. Of course, you don't want to get killed immediately. She has 9-piece protection. You don't need all your champions in protection for your team especially, but it is helping out. Like, for real, if you can use protection, you need to use protection. I have Cruelty, so I can A1 down heads and get the defense down. Masteries are like this. Nothing that increases your turn meter and all that. Maybe that's basically okay, but overall you don't want to go too fast these days in those teams because you don't want to take unnecessary turns. Who else is in the team? Nia is in a, you see right there, Cursed and a Merciless combination. You don't need Merciless. Like, if you make her fast enough, she naturally takes one more turn than Trunda, and she will always coming back. Trunda takes 2 turns, she takes 3 turns, resets Trunda, and so on. So you really don't need it, so I would recommend Cursed. But if you have like Merciless, just throw it on, why not? Like, yeah, okay. But you actually don't need it like 100% of the time. I just have it for safety backup when something kind of goes out of the line. Wait, I have not showed you the stats in order. What am I trying to go in another champion? Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's 294. fast. That one is fast. I know my team especially is not so easy. But if you use 2 Painkeepers, maybe I do just a showcase on a friend's account and all that. That it is actually working, and the speeds are way slower on Painkeeper and Emic, for example, or 2 Emics. And yeah, 2 Emics works too, but 2 Painkeepers. But then you have to skip at least one spot. Like what the Nia is in one spot will be afterwards a Painkeeper 2 times. So obviously you will lose something else in your team, but it's still doable. Like no doubt, I've seen it already. No doubt. Alright, yeah, Cruelty for her A1. And those are the masteries right here. Who else is in the team? We haven't talked about Lydia, Gerbtag, and Wixwell. Oh, right. Lydia, of course, she is in a protection set. That's what you want on her. Wait. So, right there, 304 speed. Also, it's really like this team combination needs high speeds on the others. I know that one. It's not so easy to achieve. I'm sorry for that, but it's literally what's working for me. And maybe, yeah, like I said, I will showcase the other ones. So we have 304, basically accuracy. Wait, no, it's not even 304. Excuse me. It is 318 with Hydra bonuses. Yes. So, also cruelty, so I can attack downed heads. If you have higher stars on those champions, it is kind of, maybe you don't need it on all your champions. I just have it, whoever is ready in that moment, to decrease the defense a little bit more. Masteries are like this. And who's next? Who's next? Gerbtag. I hope I didn't forget something. He doesn't have any masteries. Maybe I should change that in the future. Like, yeah, probably. Like War Master maybe, to free up Trunda a little bit more easy. But I will see about that. So he's also protection set. Everybody that can go in protection sets and boost Trunda's damage, use them in protection set. 9 piece. Don't doubt. If you don't have it, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but you want to increase your damage. Of course, obviously, we gotta use the good stuff. And 311 speed on him. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it is how this team works. And yeah. Who's the last one? Who is the last one? Wixwell. Yeah, Wixwell is coming back. I like that team because Wixwell is also in there. It's kind of one good team that actually has both of the champions that got kind of lost to time. Especially Wixwell is still in there. So really nice. Again, protection set. Everything is protection set. We press Hydra so we can actually see. It's 296. Around 300 everybody in here. That is kind of really important. Resistance and accuracy. They're not like super on point. They're not the best in the world for Nightmare. But my team is aimed for hard mode, so everything is okay. He for some reason is in Brimstone, but a champion in Brimstone is not the worst in the world sometimes, when you can kind of aim it on you get some extra damage when you want to free up your Trunda, so could help you. But also really not the best in the world. There probably cruelty on him would be also a little bit better. So he just naturally decreases by counter-attacking the defense of those others. But like you see, I don't have the highest stars in the world. So it was not so needed for me. But probably is better than Brimstone. So we went down the resistance and a little bit over here. And that's, I think, everything about this team. I hope I made it clear kind of how I tackle Hydra now, how the strategy behind this. It is more the strategy behind it and get to your skills when you kind of took a couple of free turns where you just do whatever and just get to your skills back in time and do her A2 and a downed head. Let them take a turn, then you go kill the other. Like probably like one is living and 3 are dead, then that you basically flip the sides all the time. You make some respawn and some kill at the same time, and so it flips all around and all that. It's not the hardest in the world, but it takes manual now. Without on auto, don't even try. Dude, I'm sorry, don't even try. And yeah, I think that's the end of the video. I said everything. Maybe I forgot something again, because it's so much to talk about when you do that kind of videos about the... Maybe if I forgot something, forgive me. And yeah, that will be the end of the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah, have a nice day.